if you don't give me what I want, you don't care about me. It sounds a bit babyish when you say it that simply, doesn't it? But that's probably because it's an emotional thing and it is perhaps a bit immature. Um, you can see a teenager saying that, don't you? If you don't let me go to that party, you don't love me. And the poor old parents, like, it's because we love you that we're not going to let you go to something like that. It's hard to get through because it's an emotional reaction. I think it's an emotional reaction we all have. It's related to what I was talking about last week, where we attribute motives to other people because we kind of can't imagine why they do what they do for any other reason. It's a lack of understanding, a lack of ability to put yourself in their shoes. It can be an oversimplifying thing that we just think there's only one solution when it's actually a complex problem. But it happens a lot. Early this year, the Australian Prime Minister copped a lot of flack. A lot of people were saying a lot of things on social media, in the news even. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about people because of the bushfires. Well, we can see that was wrong so clearly now. When coronavirus came along, the Australian government shut down the economy because they cared about people that much. We can't say he didn't care. We can disagree with what steps he took, but it's not right to say he didn't care. It's often just more complex than we realise, because people care about a lot of things. Do you care about the economy or the environment or social issues? What do you care about most? Well, it's okay if you care about the environment more than the economy. It should be okay for me to care about the economy more than the environment. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of different issues that affect our lives and our world. How can we fix things up if the economy's not functioning? So it's complex, and we should be able to disagree about the solution to problems without that emotional blackmail. Most of the time, people are caring about a number of things, and we all care about what you care about, but we're just kind of balancing it differently. And I think that's a good thing to remember. Now, just a word of caution. What I'm not talking about here is those situations where someone does something that is a correct indicator that they don't care. So if someone puts a gun in your face and demands your wallet and your car, it is true that they don't care about your well-being. They're just thinking about what they want right at that moment. So this can happen. You can be in a relationship where someone's doing something that demonstrates that they don't really care about you. And you've got to resolve that. But I would say that the step is the same for both situations, and it's to start talking. Well, not the guy with the gun in your face, but in a relationship, if you're feeling like, if he really cared about me, he'd do the, you need to talk about it. Because a lot of the time we're starting to think that even in relationships, we set kind of hidden mind traps, emotional traps. If he really loved me, he'd do this. He doesn't even know you're thinking that. It's not that he doesn't love you, it's just that his ESP is not working. He can't read minds. So when we're tempted to feel like someone doesn't care about us because of what they do or what they say, first step is to actually engage more, to listen more, to talk to them about what the problem is, why you think this is a better solution, why you think that's an unacceptable behaviour. But let's be careful of going straight to the negative assessment. The Bible says, think of others as better than yourself and to outdo one another in showing honour. So look for the positive. Don't assume that they just don't care, but actually be engaged in discussion to find out why they think that's important, why they think that's the most important thing, why they want to do that solution. We do that, we can actually work together to solve some of these problems rather than polarize ourselves when we don't need to. I think it's an emotional reaction we all have, but those verses in the Bible suggest to me that as mature Christians, we want to fight against that and actually be prepared to give people the benefit of the doubt and engage with them in discussion and solve problems together. Anyway, God bless you today. Hope that's been helpful for you, something to think about. God bless.